clever for her age as a kid. She took pride in everything she ever said and did. She was born as an angel, ticked every box on the list. How could something so beautiful end up like this? She was brought up in an everyday council estate, had friends and family who were never too far away. Even as a kid she'd sometimes lose her temper, and if attention's being given, Gamachichi's in the centre. School was a struggle, result of her behaviour, excluded for the fights, the same a few days later, cause when she got angry she flipped. See red, you're too pretty for the violence, and mum always said she had high aspirations. She was chasing a dream until her first conviction at the age of 14. She nearly killed a girl just for looking the wrong way, smashed her head so hard against the ground she was unconscious for days. Passers-by stopped to witness the torture while she stamped on the head of a policeman's daughter. No remorse for the course of a magistrate's court, it was everybody else's fault, of course. What you doing with your night? You're too young to ruin your life. What you doing with your life? You're too young to die tonight. After that things began to slip out her grip, and her grades were failing but she didn't give her. She was top dog at school and all the girls were scared, and when she walked through the corridors all the boys stared. She craved to be wanted, she didn't care how. She wanted everything including this guy Ben she liked now. He was 19, like fighting and smoking a green. He was a dealer, had a beamer, she thought he was a dream. She got his number, hey you okay, text back Chelsea Price. It was Monday, they agreed to meet up on Friday night. She played it cool the whole week, she wondered what to wear. She planned her jewellery, her makeup, her shoes and her hair. The days went so slow, it still was so boring, but before she knew it, it was already Friday morning. She was nervous and scared, but in a good way. She had no idea that this wasn't an ordinary day. When she walked down the stairs, it was 7 o'clock. He was coming at 8, she had to iron her top. 7:45 came and she looked gorgeous. Rapunzel let out too early from the fortress. What you doing with your night? You're too young to ruin your life. What you doing with your life? You're too young to die tonight. She gets in the car, says hi, they drive off. They head to a car park where he can skin up. She gets into conversation, nods and smiles, and she feels so happy and not even shy. A girl pulls up, sees Ben and screams. He puts the car in gear and gets ready to leave. This girl gets out of the car and stands in front. She screams, that's my boyfriend, get out you little. Chelsea turns to Ben, who just shrugs. She don't believe her, she's never been scared, and she's not today either. She puts her hand on the door and gets out to fight. She's angry now, this bitch has just ruined her night. The two girls clash, hair pulling, fist flying. Chelsea sees blood gushing, the other steps back crying. Chelsea grins as she thinks she's won. Then she looks at Ben's face, who's completely stunned. Then there's a pain in the middle of her stomach. The blood's on her t-shirt, the other girl starts running. Chelsea's heart thuds, panic sets in more as she looks down at the pool of blood and there's a knife on the floor. What you doing with your night? You're too young to ruin your life. What you doing with your life? You're too young to die tonight. She hears tires screeching, losing so much blood. Ben's car's gone, he's got a boot full of drugs. She lies there, eyes wide open, facing the sky. Thoughts float out of her mind as she questions why. Her last movement of the tears, she's crying. She thinks about her family as she lies there dying. She's alone on her own because of the violence. Can't hear people or friends or help or sirens. She whispers, I'm sorry, there's no one on the way, as she returns to an angel and her soul slips away. What you doing with your night? You're too young to ruin your life. What you doing with your life? You're too young to die tonight.